Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. Today we're going to talk about mortgages, specifically how you can defer your payments or some options that you have if you lost your job or are losing some money or have been furloughed due to this whole illness 19 situation. So stay tuned if you're interested in finding out some information about what you could do with your mortgage. But first, some business. Please give me a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. If you found any value in any of my videos, give a thumbs up. I'm trying to grow this channel. I have over 100 subscribers now, and I thank each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Check out my other videos. I do a lot of videos about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. All right, also, if you want to get 2 free stocks, consider signing up for WeBull. I have a link in the description below. If you sign up, you could get 2 free stocks. Also, if you want to sign up for Robinhood, you could also get 1 free stock. Use my link below. It supports the channel and I really appreciate it. All right, let's get started. So a few weeks ago, the US government passed the CARES Act. In the CARES Act, there's multiple components to it, but we're going to talk about the mortgage component. So a lot of people know about the CARES Act because of the $1,200 stimulus check that went out to a majority of Americans. But in this CARES Act, there's also information about mortgages. If you have a federally backed mortgage, you can apply for forbearance. Basically put your mortgage on hold for up to 12 months. And even if you don't have a federally backed loan, like I don't have a federally backed mortgage, but my mortgage company does offer forbearance for me. And there's different options. We're going to talk about the 3 options that you can do. The top 3 options, but one of the options really is the one that makes sense to me if you recently lost your job or you're on furlough or have some financial situation that you didn't predict due to this whole illness 19 situation. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about the top 3 most common things that you do with a mortgage to try to save some money. So number 1 is refinancing. So refinancing, basically you are going to have a different bank take over the loan. So they pay off the previous bank and then they take over a new loan, and usually people refinance to get a lower interest rate. Like I personally refinanced my house before this whole illness 19 situation. I wish I would have waited a few more months, because if I did, I would have gotten an even better interest rate. But it is what it is. The interest rate are basically slashed. The U.S. government cut all interest rates, so interest rates are at the all-time lows. So you refinance to save some interest, and that extended out to 25 years, 30 years, however long your loan is, could add up to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's one thing that you could do. So if you still have your job and you're still having an income, you might want to consider refinancing because interest rates are incredibly low right now. Some pros of refinancing: basically you get a better rate. Rates are, like I said, at all-time lows. You can also basically change anything. If you were in a 30-year loan and you wanted to pay it off quicker, you can reduce it to a 15-year loan. Basically, you're just getting a new loan for your house. But here are some negatives about refinancing, and maybe not the option for you at this time, especially if you just lost your job and you don't have any income. Really, refinancing would not benefit you at all. But if you still have a job and you are having an income and you can pay your mortgage, refinancing could be a choice. But the negatives about refinancing is, number 1, it could take up to 3 months. It's not like a one-day thing that you can do. It could take up to 3 months to get everything said and done, all the paperwork, everything that the bank needs from you. It could take a few months. Also, it could potentially lower your credit score, because they have to run credit and all that kind of stuff. So it could potentially lower your credit score. And also, it might not make sense if you, say, had a 30-year loan and you are already 20 years into it. So you only have 10 more years. It might not make sense to refinance for another 30-year loan or another 25-year loan or whatever it is, because you're just kind of extending the time that you have to pay. So obviously it's per everyone's situation. But like I said, if you did lose your job due to the illness 19, refinancing would not be an option. So the other option, again, it's a cash out refinancing. A lot of people do this to get some money. If you need money, for whatever situation you're in now, some people are considering doing a cash out refinancing. So say if you had a 30-year mortgage and you already paid 5 years or 10 years into it, so you have some principal in that house that you can take out. So when you're refinancing, basically you're borrowing against your house, what you have that is yours, because if you paid 10 years, essentially whatever principal that you paid into it, that is how much you could, or percentage of that is how much you could take out and just basically spend it however you want. Other than that, it's just basically another refinancing. You could get a different interest rate, usually obviously a lower interest rate. But the cash out portion is just getting money into your pocket. So if you lost your job now and you need money, cash out refinancing could be an option. But personally, I don't think that's a good option because you are, after all, going to kind of be extending the length of time that you're paying for this house because you just took money out of it. So the third option is what is probably the best option and the most popular option is loan forbearance. Basically, the company, the lender, is going to let you not pay for your mortgage for up to 12 months. It's different for every mortgage company. If it's a federally backed loan, I think it is up to 12 months that you could do it. My personal mortgage lender, they're going up to 6 months. So if you lost your job due to the whole illness situation, or you have some financial hardship, you could apply for this, and basically you could stop making your mortgage payments and just save that money in case something bad happens. And you don't have to pay extra interest. You don't have to pay any fees. Basically, you don't have to do anything. You just are able to not pay for up to 12 months. But it's not a free lunch. You do have to pay everything that you owe. Once that 12-month expires, you're going to have to start paying everything that you owe. So the idea is that maybe you lost your job now, but you expect to be employed in the next few months and have income coming back in to start making those payments. But even if you didn't lose your job, personally, I think it's always good to prepare for the worst. You always want to dig your well before you ever need the water. So if you still have your job, you never know what's going to happen next month or 3 months from now. Something bad could happen. The economy could get worse. You could end up being laid off, and you would have wished 3 months earlier you would have did this loan forbearance because you would have had all that money kind of just set aside for a bad situation to happen. So my recommendation is don't wait until you need the money to try to start getting the money. If somebody is giving you an option to not make your mortgage payments and for you to save that extra money, why not? Why not do it? I mean, you shouldn't feel bad for the mortgage company that they're not going to get money. I mean, they make millions and millions of dollars off of you anyways. So I wouldn't feel bad for the mortgage company at all. So if they're going to give this option to you to basically put money in your pocket and hold it there, I would definitely take it. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think. If you found any value in this video, please give a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Check out my other videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.